Hello, this is Janesh from Pragmatic Test Labs. In this short video, I'll show you how to build a JMeter test plan with SOAP request. I'm using publicly available web service for this testing, and it converts the given number into word. I'll be selecting the number to word service. They have SOAP 1 and 1.1 and 1.2 versions. This is the request, and the response is the expected response is there, and it's a post request with the relative path, and the host is given. Also, there are two headers. We'll be using the content type header, and body will include the XML, and unsigned long should be replaced with the actual number. When you send the request, you will receive a 200 OK response. We will verify that, and in the XML response you will get the number to word result, and we will be verifying the response received from the server. So let's start building the JMeter test plan. We'll move to JMeter. We'll add a thread group. Right click and add sampler HTTP request. We'll be using HTTP request sampler to send the request. It's there, and we will have a listener, view result tree to see the result. Also, we will have a config element, HTTP header manager to include the headers. If you are using the headers for all the requests, you can keep as a common header manager. If it is a specific to particular request, you can keep it as a child like this. We'll keep it as a common request. Here you need to give the server name and the port number and the protocol and relative path. In the body data, you will put the XML body. Since my request will have same server name and the other details, I'll use a config element, HTTP request default, to keep the common details like the server name. So it will be easy for me, and to include the JMeter variables, I'll use the JMeter user defined variables component. Pretty much the basic components are added. We added the thread group, HTTP request, view result tree, and then these three components: HTTP request default, header manager, and the user defined variables. So let's save the test plan. I keep my all test plans inside the test plans directory. User naming convention test plan prefix, and it should be a JMX file. If you don't specify the .jmx, select these file types and save it. It's done. Now you can start adding the variables. Host, and the host should be from here. Control C, then paste it here. Control V. Add number to convert. There are no spaces, include the underscore. Use the number 3000. Add result number in word. So the expected number you can give 3. And we can give the server name here, dollar inside the curly braces host. Then here this is a post request. If you go here, it's a post request and the relative path is given. I can copy this, Control C, and move back to the request. I can rename this so there. Since it's HTTP, we don't have to set it explicitly. In the body data area, we put the body. Copy and paste it here. Make sure that you don't have any spaces. And this should be replaced with the number 3000. Since we have already defined the variables, I can replace this with the variable. So it's better to copy this, Control C, inside the request, paste it, Control E, Control S to save it. We'll give the header information, content type, Control C, add header, Control V, content type, and let's run again. Control E to clean it, Control R to run. Now it's really, it has worked. Now see the response data and you can see it's in 3000, right? Now you can ask JMeter to verify the responses by adding the assertions, response assertions. Let's first add the response assertion, add here result, and we'll check whether result contain this. Control C and Control V. Rather than hard coding it, let's get it from the variable $sign within curly braces, get the variable name. Control C here, Control V. Let's run and see. Control S, Control E, Control R. It works, and we'll add further more to check the response code. Response code should be 200, and if you want to check response message, it should be okay. Likewise, you can continue to add more assertions. Also, if you want to extract particular data and use it in the subsequent request, you can extract them. For example, if you want to extract the number, converted number, you can use a boundary value extractor. Say the left boundary is this, Control C, and the right boundary is this, and paste. Likewise, you can get it. So you can add the post processor boundary extractor. Right boundary is this. Copy, and the left boundary is this. This as the variable. Hash number you can give as 1. Underscore not found. So if you want to see the value, we can use the sampler, debug sampler. Say control S, control V, control R. In the debug sampler, you can see the variable number invert 3000. Set. You can add more requests to the test plan and refactor it further and improve it. Thanks for watching.